Benny, and this is my mom. Say hi.
Hi, I'm Benny's mom. This is my first YouTube video ever.
I know, it's gonna be crazy awesome. This is my top 10 favorite SpongeBob episodes of all time. Alright, first you gotta be the honorable way to tell you that these episodes are not put on.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what the honorable mentions are. First we have SpongeBob versus the Goo. Then we have Sailor Mouth. And then we have
Krusty Krab training video.
the Krusty Krab training video. And then Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 5. So those are our honorable mentions. Do you have anything to say about those, Benny?
It's only one thing to say.
What's that?
It's that I know that I was thinking of putting Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy 5 on the list, but I really thought I should put Pizza Delivery on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, Mom reads the first one, number 10.
Okay, so number 10 is, Crabbot. That is like one of the best episodes of SpongeBob of all time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I just laughed my head off. It is freaking hilarious.
Yes.
If you haven't seen it, you gotta go watch it as soon as you watch our video. So, the way it gets started is SpongeBob, one night, he watches this movie about robots and he gets scared.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, just like that. And then, so the next day when he's at the Krusty Krab, it takes some time, but he convinces Squidward that Mr. Krabs is not the real Mr. Krabs, it's a robot crab.
And then Mr. Krabs comes right there and he does like this, ah, 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 ah.
And they see the little batteries, so they assume he must be a robot.
Yeah.
So they decide what they need to do is to find out where the real Krabs is. So what they do is they tie up robot Krabs, and then they interrogate him, and they're asking questions. This is a really freaking hilarious part. They're asking questions, and they're smacking him around.
And they shut up!
Yeah, shut up.
And then they say, what? You think I'm a robot? They let my opinions off.
So they kind of decide, okay, after all this interrogation, robot Krabs is not cracking. So they bring out his friend robots, the appliances like the blender and the toaster.
And the coffee maker.
Yeah, and the coffee maker. So they start smacking the appliances around and smashing and breaking Mr. Krabs' appliances. So Mr. Krabs, Robot Krabs starts crying. So it occurs to them, whoa, robots don't have emotions. It's the real Mr. Krabs. There really isn't no robot Krabs.
Then SpongeBob leaves it. Squidward gets blamed.
Yeah. So that is like number 9. So now number 10. Now Benny's going to tell you about number 9.
Number 9, Pickles. It's the second third most hilarious episode. SpongeBob goes against his enemy, Bubble Bass. And he forgets the pickles on the crab bed, but we all know where the pickles are.
Where are they?
Under his pants.
Oh.
So, SpongeBob forgets how to do anything, and the funniest part is he is under it on his head. That's pretty hilarious. So, Mr. Krabs tries to make a Krabby Patty again, but it takes some time, and after he gets really pissed, he makes the Krabby Patty. And the next time he forgets the pickles, and then he said, wait a minute, and then he pulls out his tongue, and then he reviews the pickles. And then one lady says, hey, there's my cockies. And then Bubble Bass says, oh, there's my rod, and he gets out. And and one guy said, he got my shake. And that's, so
that sounds freaking hilarious.
It's pretty funny. You should go watch it as you watch Robot Crabbot. Alright, number 7.
No, we didn't number 8.
Number 8.
Benny's going to do number 8.
Number 8, the paper. It's a great episode. Squidward's outside. He's eating some gum and he throws the paper on SpongeBob's lawn and he's going to give it back to him, but Squidward keeps refusing it. And then SpongeBob, he plays with the paper a lot. Pretty funny. I'm a pirate. I'm not a pirate. He does all this wacky stuff.
Pretty wacky.
Yeah, and then Squidward tries to prove that the paper is not fun. Oh boy. And he tries everything, but it doesn't work. Until he gives all his stuff away, and he gets the paper, and it doesn't work with him, and Patrick throws the paper into a garbage can. So that's pretty good episode. Oh, number 7, Help Wanted. This is like the first episode of SpongeBob. It's a great episode. Especially...
The first ever?
Yeah, the first episode ever made in SpongeBob history. It's a great episode. It's probably my all-time favorite episode. It's got like SpongeBob with... And also when you see Squidward cleaning the door, it says loser and it points to Squidward. That's actually pretty funny. The other thing is the nematode. The cat says, I smell something. Something smells. And he pokes his eye and says, says, "Rat, anchovies!" It's pretty funny after the anchovies part. Oh, another thing. Oh, this is my favorite episode from season 3. I mean, it's SpongeBob BC, as people know it. It's got Patrick, Squidward, SpongeBob, and Patrick the Pirate in it. I mean, Patrick's bits are pretty funny. I must say, they are pretty.
Is that the episode where they like discover fire and they put their hands in the fire?
Yeah, that's the episode.
Cool.
Number 5, Bubble Blowing Stand. People know this episode very well. Okay, so SpongeBob's out one day and he makes a bubble blowing stand and it goes and then Squidward sets the keep it down and he makes the stand and then Patrick comes in with this really funny gag where Patrick balls a quarter and then he gives it back. And the technique is awesome.
Really awesome.
Yeah, you should skip everything just to the technique. Number 4, the camping episode. This episode is my second favorite season 3 episode. It's got Squidward getting beaten up by a sea bear, and then at the end of the episode, then we realize that Squidward doesn't have any pants on.
No.
And then we know he's naked. So you guys gotcha. But it's so funny. They try to take notes and Squidward's trying to make his tent. It's pretty good. You ever see the episodes where you're missing out on all the great stuff. Alright. Number 3, it's Mom's turn.
Oh no, okay. So number 3, this is like another SpongeBob classic. It's Snowball Effect. Now, the weirdest thing about this episode is it like snows in Bikini Bottom. It's like a rare thing, but in this episode it actually snows.
Yeah.
So SpongeBob and Patrick are pretty excited about that. So they're outside making snowballs and having a snowball fight and like generally annoying Squidward, who's sitting around his monument just trying to, drink his hot cocoa. And so now I think Benny's going to tell you the rest of the story.
Well, I don't know the rest, but it's a really wacky snowball fight. Is that you can skip everything just to the snowball fight.
Yeah, like Squidward really gets into it, and he like throws the snowballs like really fast.
Yeah. Okay. Number 2, Fools and April. People know this episode as a great episode for April Fools. SpongeBob loves April Fool's Day. Now it's his favorite holiday to Christmas. So SpongeBob, he's like doing all these pranks to people. And then Squidward gets tired of his pranks and makes a big prank, and then people are mad at Squidward. And one guy says, "You stink!" And then when he's trying to apologize to SpongeBob, Patrick says, "It must have been pretty good to make him cry like that." And then this is a really wacky part where SpongeBob says, "Even the papa allowed me beans in the car too." It's pretty funny. Really?
It is freaking hilarious.
I can't believe it's an April. And he jumps through his window with those big poles that they do in the Olympics.
So what's the number 1 video? Or number 1 SpongeBob episode?
Pizza delivery. People love this episode pretty much. So the whole episode is Mr. Krabs gets a random call for pizza. And takes SpongeBob and Squidward to do this. Pizza delivery. But here it goes. How do I start kicking the car, the boatmobile, and then going back and they try all these pioneer tricks.
Cool.
And SpongeBob drives a rock, which is pretty interesting. I wish I could drive a rock. And then at the end of the episode, the Krusty Krab, the building was right near the Krusty Krab. So, pretty much, the episode is hilarious. If you haven't seen it, well, you're missing out on some of the great stuff.
So that's number 1. Don't forget a pizza delivery.
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe.